Joe Schmidt, head coach with Leinster Rugby. Joe, we're here at the IRFU National Coaching Conference this weekend. Can you tell us a little bit about your presentation?
Yeah, I'm just going to talk a little bit about getting belief in players and how you interact with them, and with the group of people you deliver the messages with. I think it's really important that there's continuity and consistency in what's delivered, so the players have a fair bit of clarity, and then the interaction between the coach and the player to try to develop the individual. And yeah, I think Connor's just kicked things off really well, so it's a bit of a hard act to follow.
Yeah, Connor talked about bringing a sense of a culture of values to the team and buy-in from the players, and how every player, something means something different to each person, and realising that, but still applying standards across the board. That's the kind of thing that we've heard from a lot of coaches recently about the values of a team, isn't it? Yeah,
I think one of the things, if you measure your season by success, that's not a controllable. There's intangible things like bounce of a ball or referee decision, or the weather on the day might just not suit the way that you were playing, and so to measure yourself by success is very difficult. But values are something you can control. How hard you work, how honest you are with yourself and with others. Those sort of values can be more consistently applied throughout the season as a means, because your end is a little bit out of control.
And a lot of the audience here today are level 4 and level 5 in the IRFU coaching courses, and they're dealing with schools players, club players. How important is it for you at Leinster to know, for example, that the kids who are coming up and maybe considered for academy have had these types of people coaching them?
Yeah, I think it's really important for Irish rugby to have these sorts of people, irrespective of players. I think players are the beneficiaries, but I think developing yourself as a coach, even a little bit as a person, because after all, we look first for the people, for the person, before we look for the player. We want the right people doing the things, and I think all coaches are magpies. They take the little bits of shiny stuff that they find around about the place and create their own sort of niche nest with it. And I think for coaches, I'm sure 80% of what I say will mean nothing to them, and they might get 1 or 2% more that they might use in their coaching, and that's the way we all tend to be a little bit, where we take little bits and pieces from everyone. There's a couple of things that Connor said already. I'm sure that Declan and Franco this afternoon will be really good as well.
So it's important for a coach to develop as much as for the players to develop under that coach.
Yeah, exactly. I think the better developed your coaches are, inevitably, the players get a better opportunity to develop themselves, because in the end, a coach is a conduit for improvement, but he's one of many, and the better that he understands himself and what he's delivering, the better therefore the delivery is to those players who need to understand what they're doing and improve what they're doing, because I suppose progress is one thing that you try to make a permanent thing in someone's career. Even if they're starting to come to the end of their career, they still want to be finding bits and pieces that they can improve upon.